Welcome to this add-on spotlight. In this add-on spotlight, we're gonna look at the MiG-15, which has been developed by TG Burney. The current version of the airplane is version 1, but keep in mind it still is work in progress, so there are some things which are not working. That's also being mentioned in the release notes, right? It's a beta release, and some of the gouges are simply placeholders and are currently not working correctly. If you want to stay up to date about the development process, then consider to subscribe to the Discord channel of the Aerosaur development team. Installation is pretty easy. Just click the download here, extract the folder, and then make sure that inside that folder you will see another one. Make sure that you read the README because it contains the clear descriptions on how to install it. It's pretty easy, right? The folder which is contained in the zip, simply drag it to the community folder and then Flight Simulator will recognize it. Of course, there's another option, and that's to use the third-party, I would say, add-on managers, which allow you to install the add-ons. So let's switch over to Flight Simulator. As you can see, the aircraft is currently located at Soesterberg Airport, which is in the Netherlands. It's an old Navy airport. So let's take ready to fly, and let's first look at the outside of the aircraft. As you can see, real jet. There are some things which you need to keep in mind. For example, the flaps. They look a little bit weird initially, but as you can see, they are fully functioning. Initially, when looking, I would say a little bit from here, I was thinking, hey, they're not working, but it looks like they're working perfectly. So also the detail from the aircraft, all the let's say screws, etc., is pretty detailed. Things like the wings or the let's say the instruments, the to I would say change the altitude are working correctly, right? The flaps and all the levelers, which are working perfectly. Gears are perfectly aligned on the runway. That sometimes you see that they are not working properly, right? They are half in the runway, but in this case, look pretty well. Maybe the wings at the back could have been better a bit, but again, it's work in progress. And the pilot is missing, but that's not a problem because we can manage the aircraft ourselves. So within the cockpit, you see some nice details. As mentioned already in the release notes, some of the gouges are placeholders. It's also mentioned here by the marker here. And you can see which ones are placeholders and which ones are working. Because the ones which I would say look a little bit sharper, like the speed and the altitude, those are working. Also the barometer or the compass is working correctly. And also here we've got the compass again, right? So that's all cool. The rest, I think that they will, I would say, update this in the near future with new releases. They will make sure that that there's some other stuff being added to the cockpit. But I would say it's a good starting point. So let's remove the parking brakes and then let's throttle. So increase throttle. As you can see, the speedometer does its work. Let's pull back the stick. And now we're airborne. So let's make sure that we increasing the or I would say making sure that the gears are up.
Soesterberg Tower, Mike India Golf 001 frequency change.
As you can see, it's pretty fast. In some cases you see that the speedometer does not work correctly like this. So right, it's now say, hey, I'm standing still, or maybe I'm going too fast. That could also be another reason, of course. So if we would look from the outside, you can see that the airplane, I would say a little bit lighter version, or with a little bit more light, so not in the dark scenery of Soesterberg. Looks pretty well. So I'm gonna go in the flaps. and then we're gonna do some tricks, right? It's really easy with this aircraft. I would say it's really easy to fly with, to be honest. It's not too hard, so be aware of that. Compare it, for example, with the CRG 700 or 500, which has been released by Aerosoft. I think it was already last week, right? That one is, I would say, not that easy to fly with. It is really realistic, but it might not be your airplane if you want to simply fly a little bit easier. This one is doable. It's really easy. So we're already above Utrecht. So here's the A2. It's a highway which will bring us to Amsterdam. You can see the aircraft really goes fast, which is really cool. This will bring us eventually to Amsterdam. So as you can see, you can easily maneuver the aircraft. It's not too hard, to be honest. It's pretty easy. So, would I recommend the airplane in the current state? Yes, definitely. I think it's definitely a flyable version of the aircraft. So, if you love jets, then consider to download this one and give it a try yourself. You can download it from the Flight Sim 2 website. I will put a link into the description of the video. And if you want to stay up to date about, I would say, the active development, then I would really consider to subscribe to the Discord channel of the developers. Here ends this video, so I hope you like this short video. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you've got questions or comments, then use the comment box below the video. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then consider to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.